going to be talking about the financial implications of the coronavirus coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Talib.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
Become a better couple,
and live a better life.
This video is being brought to you by Legal and General America. Everyone knows why life insurance is important, but many of us choose to ignore the reality of what would happen if we were to die suddenly without proper protection. The results could be devastating for your surviving family members, leaving them with a large bill for your final expenses, or even worse, loss of the family home because they can no longer cover the mortgage.
Term life insurance gives you peace of mind at a price you can afford. Term life insurance allows you to meet your financial obligations today while still protecting your family's future tomorrow.
If you don't currently have a life insurance policy, you are not alone. According to Life Insurance Statistics and Facts, which is a report put out by the life insurance industry, about 43% of the population don't own a life insurance policy in any amount.
Wow. Buying life insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Legal and General America make it easy for you to protect your family's financial future.
As one of the nation's leaders in low-cost, high-quality life insurance to over 1.3 million families, they know how to protect you.
Legal and General America makes understanding and applying for life insurance easy. You can get a free quote by going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. The links are also in the description box below.
All right, guys. So, wow, we are in the midst of something that we've never been in the midst of before. And it's aptly titled the coronavirus. And obviously, it's not only impacting our country, but around the world. And for many of you all, it's impacting your immediate world. And, there's lots of topics out there around the coronavirus, whether the health implications, whether the social implications. But for us, we wanted to talk about some of the financial implications that this is currently having and what it can have down the road.
So our phone, our emails is going off, right? A lot, because a lot of people have a lot of questions. What do I do? How does this impact my finances? How can I take advantage of this? So we're going to be talking about some of the things that we believe that you should be considering or keep an eye out for, at least for right now.
Yeah, and this is not a time to panic. This is a time to reflect.
Or be afraid.
Yeah.
Like, we're not afraid whatsoever.
And this is a time to really take this as a point of analyzing your situation. Not as what can I do or what should I do, running and hiding, but really let's focus in, let's zero in on what we need to be doing in such a time as this.
That's right. Yeah, I also would like to add on to that. Let's just be wise. Now is not the time to be afraid. Now is not the time to make fun of, joke. Yeah, we do have to kind of laugh at times like this, around this time. Of course, kind of to keep, the atmosphere light and airy. But now's the time to use extreme wisdom and just make sure that you put yourselves in a better position financially. Some of these things we're going to be talking about has to do about money, and some of it may not, but it will overall have an impact on your family.
So the first topic of discussion is investments. This is what you all have been blowing us up about, because obviously, along with what's been happening in the news with the coronavirus, it has had a major impact on the stock market to historic proportions, how it has been dropping and dropping and dropping. And, quite honestly, we might not even be at the bottom of the drop. But what you all want to know is, should I continue to invest? Should I stop investing? Should I double down in my investing? Should I take the money that I have already invested out the market? And this is our advice to you. It's the same advice that we've been giving you since the inception of His and Her Money. Investing is a long-term thing. It is not something that you dance in and out of. There are numerous ways that you can invest in the stock market, but the one that we have always shared with you all is investing in index funds. And we've taken the time to discuss the difference between an index fund, a traditional mutual fund, and individual stock investing. And the reason we always say index funds is because in index fund investing, you are not trying to beat the stock market. You are only matching the performance of the stock market. And so therefore, if you are not trying to beat the stock market, you know that the stock market is going to have its ups and its downs, and you are willing to ride it out because you have the future in mind. Yes, the stock market has gone and take dips. It's approaching probably a bear market stage, but that just means that you are able to gather up more shares at lower prices. Historically, the stock market always bounces back, even in every bust bubble that you want to name historically. You look at the way that the market recovered, and usually you not just recover what you lost, but you gain on the back end if you are willing to ride out the storm. So our advice to you still stays the same. If you are not approaching retirement age and you have many years until you are set to retire, then ride the wave out. Us personally, we are still invested in the stock market, and we will still be investing in the stock market through the use of index fund investing. That won't stop, and we don't suggest that you stop either.
Now keep in mind, you guys, all of our videos are the same just as this video, which means anything that we're sharing with you guys, this is just for informational purposes only, but not necessarily educational. We do like to say we don't want any of the liabilities, so don't come looking out for us, right? Make sure that you do your due diligence yourselves. We are not licensed financial advisors. We do highly recommend that you speak with one that can look at your entire situation and better give you a nice solution or an answer. But far as in general, you guys, we look at this as an opportunity to be able to buy more and more on sale. So we're not afraid whatsoever. We're not pulling money out of any of our accounts. We're not pausing any of our accounts. Matter of fact, as my husband said, we're going to be looking to do more of it, and we're looking forward to it.
That's right.
All right. Another thing that you want to definitely make sure that you look into and review and consider is that of life insurance. Yes, you guys will not hear us. We will not stop talking about this. There have been so many people in the news that they have said that have passed. They mentioned that in Italy, 400 people passed on yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
it's just it's the number keeps
Oh my gosh.
growing.
Oh my gosh.
And to be honest, they're only just now getting testing procedures in place. So it's a lot of people still yet unidentified.
Yeah.
And so this is something that you could not plan for ahead of time. This is why we are so adamant about you being proactive. Yes, nobody wants to talk about death, but it is the responsible adult-like thing to do to have the proper life insurance in place.
That's right. So make sure that you're reviewing your policy if you already have one. Maybe you need to increase it. Maybe you need to get a policy. One that we have ourselves and that we always recommend is that of term life insurance. If you're interested to find out more about coverage and how much you can be approved for, definitely check out today's video sponsor, Legal and General America. You can go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA, as well as the links are in the description box below. You guys, it costs you nothing to get a quote. It's totally free. We highly recommend, especially hearing all of this news. If anything, we want to make sure that we reinforce our walls, reinforce our families, just peace of mind. And that, we believe, is by way of making sure that you have proper amount of term life insurance in place. So go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. And again, the links will be in the description box below.
And we'll also put a link right here to a video, a deep dive that we did called The Adulting Guide to Life Insurance. We highly suggest that after this video is over that you save this one, and so you can watch it after this, because we are here to provide you the information to help you make an educated choice. So watch that video. The third thing that we want to talk about, financial implications around the coronavirus, is debt. That's right. You know that we are champions of getting out of debt, and that is highlighted and illuminated by such a situation as this.
My gosh, I'm like Ryan and cheering even more. Get out of debt. Someone actually left a comment on one of our posts that said, "Oh my gosh, I'm sure you guys are happy that you all own your home." And yes, we are, but we're not as happy as we are until we see all of you guys doing it with us, right? And so that's why His or Her Money is full of a lot of educational resources, videos, podcasts, even blogs and things like that in the area of your money. You all, right now, you see how it's impacting. Companies are closing, and I do foresee more companies will be probably closing or doing layoffs. So that means that money may not be coming into the household as it once did before. So this is why even the more we still need to be looking at our debt, we still need to be coming up with a plan and saying, you know what, we need to utilize this time right now to see, how big of an impact we can have on our finances. President Trump just released that he was actually making federal student loans, getting rid of the interest. Now, that does not apply to everyone nor every single loan, but some of you guys are going to have the ability to have your interest completely waived during the time of this outbreak and while the country is in a state of an emergency. And so utilize this time right now. I know we would be utilizing this time that every payment that we make will be going towards principal, and we would be trying to knock that down. Now, yes, we've also heard some people say, I'm sure you're going to have some tax complications with that. But yeah, you very well may. Maybe you do want to speak with your accountant to see some of the tax implications. But either way, I still see it as a positive.
Yeah, another thing that was just announced by the federal government is another cut to interest rates. So since the Fed has decided to cut a whole percentage point off of the current levels of interest rate, this could be an opportunity for you to refinance some of your debt, whether that's your car loan, whether that's credit card debt, whether that's student loan debt, or maybe even a mortgage. With the reduction in interest rates, there may be an opportunity there for you to lower your current interest rate on your debt, and therefore the debt payments that you make will have a much more impactful push into you getting out of debt. So these are all implications that you need to be taking consideration of. You need to be looking at your debt situation and saying, is there opportunity for us to strike and bring some of this debt down, that opportunity that we did not have previously?
That's right. We also need to be looking at just the opportunities of being able to purchase debt. What I mean by that, some of you guys have a desire to own a home. Some of you all have a desire to have rental property. Now and then coming in the foreseen future will be the opportune time to let's start taking advantage of some of these. I really believe that the markets and things like that, because the interest rates have dropped tremendously, that the market values on homes and purchasing of homes are going to also decrease. So now is the time. If you've been waiting for a perfect time to buy that perfect place or that perfect rental property, now may be the time to actually consider that and look into that.
All right, the next topic, financial impact that the coronavirus is pressing on, is our spending habits. I mean, look at the situation here in the state of Illinois. Our governor has announced that all our children are going to be home. They're not going to school for
at least
several
now.
weeks, and it could be longer. So what does that mean? It means that we got to feed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between.
Like, they keep asking, Mom, can I eat? Like, we about to send them over to the grandparents' house in a few and go to grandma's house. But I had to have a talk with them like, you all, right now, we've never experienced this before in my lifetime and as well as your lifetime. So right now we need to be very conscious of the food that we're buying, and as well as I told my son today, I said, none of this food is going to waste, like whatsoever. I don't care if you don't like it, you better not throw it out, right? We're going to make sure that we consume properly. So in that case, you also want to make sure that you're buying properly. Now may not be the time to be very frivolous in your spending, but now may be the time to spend a little bit more money. I do probably think that a lot of these companies and brands, they're going to need to be able to keep the doors open and provide salaries for people. So they're going to be, probably offering discounts and sales. So I'm all for supporting businesses, small businesses as well, keeping the doors open. So be very conscious. Ask yourself, is this a need? Is it not? Can I reap from it? Can I reap a return? Sometimes the return may not be monetary. It may not be physical money that you're receiving, but it may be a return in a increase of knowledge, and just like Power Couples University, right?
That's right.
It's an amazing resource. If you guys want to know more about Power Couples, go to powercouplesuniversity.com. Link will also be below, but this video is not about that, but it's all about, we're over there teaching our students, you all, how to win in the area of money. And we're going to be talking more about the impacts of the coronavirus over there as well. So if you want to extend this conversation, we would love for you to join us.
All right, the last financial implication that we want to discuss with you guys is that of entrepreneurship. That's right. Some of you all, your job may have told you to work from home, or there may be a reduction in your hours if you are an hourly worker. And that leaves more time for you to put energy back into those business ideas that never got off the ground. Or maybe it's time to pick one up that you let go or put to the side and haven't had time to focus on. The truth is, as you can see from what's going on with this coronavirus, it is imperative, as we have discussed with you all previously, to have multiple streams of income. You cannot put all of your eggs in one basket, because if somebody come and take that basket, they took all your eggs too. You like how I did that? I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's important that you have more than one way to make money. You all have skill sets. Maybe you learned them at work, or maybe it's a skill set that has nothing to do with your work, but they are monetizable skill sets. Now, with the time that you have that maybe you didn't have before, put the things in place to get that skill set monetized, get that business back to life or get that business started.
Yeah, and the reason why you all will always hear us talking about debt and then entrepreneurship, because that's something that has definitely allowed us to be full-time employees now. So we see the benefit and just I don't want to say, well, not additives, but we see the positive in the side of having your own. And so right now, some of you guys, again, may be off of work. Some of you all may be able to work from home. You all may be able to have, breaks and things like that. Look into finishing writing your book, right? Look into some of the things that maybe you can do at very low minimum cost or no cost at all. Maybe you purchase some courses. Maybe you purchase some books and things like that. Start learn a craft, start learning as much as possible in the area of entrepreneurship or side hustles, and let's just get to work.
All right, guys, listen, this ain't a time to panic.
Share
this
this
ain't
video,
a time to
you
be
all.
scared. This is
Yeah.
a time to think, reflect,
Yeah.
and take action.
Yep.
Put strategy into place to go to higher heights. Because even in the midst of this,
Yeah.
there are opportunities
We're
available.
agree. And again, our hearts go out to all the family members and family people people that are impacted by this virus. Our prayers are definitely with you guys. I honestly wish that this did not happen, but it is here and we can't control it, but we do want to try to make the best out of it. So that's why we sat down and brought this video to you guys. We hope that it was helpful. Make sure that you share, you all, because a lot of people are probably asking questions around the area of some of the topics that we discussed in this video. Give this video a thumbs up. By doing that, that will let us know if you want to hear more videos around right now how the impact of the coronavirus may be impacting your household as well as the entire world. Do that by giving us some thumbs up. And don't forget, check out this video sponsor, Legal and General America. For term life insurance, you can get a free quote. Go to hisandhermoney.com/LGA.
We want to hear from you in the comment section. Which of these areas are you going to be putting some focus on? Is it one area? Is it all 5 of the ones that we shared? Which one are you feeling a burden to put more energy and focus on? We want to hear what you have to say down in the comment section.
All right, guys, subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit that little bell to stay up to date with any of our new videos that may come out.
That's all we got for this time, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye, y'all.